MAGA loves high prices. That's why they voted for Donald Trump again, because what happened the last time? We had skyrocketing inflation throughout his entire presidency. He was doing the dumb tariff wars. We kept on seeing all these price fluctuations up and down, because he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. And then he gave a $2 trillion tax cut, spent $8.3 trillion, led us in the worst way in the entire world out of any leader through the pandemic. 18 months in lockdown. We come out of the lockdown. What happens? You see all these prices skyrocket.
Gas prices are climbing again, and it's not random. This week, global oil prices surged as supply cuts from major producers tightened the market. When less oil flows, every barrel costs more, and that trickles down directly to you at the pump. But it doesn't stop there. Rising fuel costs push up transportation and shipping prices. That means groceries, everyday goods, and even online deliveries could start costing more. And here's the bigger picture. Higher energy costs fuel inflation, which puts pressure on central banks. If inflation stays sticky, interest rates could stay higher for longer, keeping borrowing expensive for families and businesses. So when oil prices rise, it's not just about filling your tank. It can ripple through the entire economy. Follow for daily breakdowns of how world events hit your wallet.
Donald Trump, I want to thank you for the massive increase in gasoline prices that we've seen here in South Florida over the last week. I've seen some stations where the gasoline prices went up 90 cents a gallon. 90 cents a gallon. One of my favorite stations, I won't mention the brand since we're on TikTok, but it went from $2.79 to $3.69. And I took another photo of another station where I was showing gas prices even higher. We can all thank Donald Trump for this increase in gas prices due to his tariffs and due to his programs impacting business and industry and the rest of us as consumers here in the United States. He campaigned on lowering inflation, lowering prices, and Donald Trump, you've done nothing but cause prices to go higher and higher with your policies on tariffs and on business, which are only hurting the American people. You told us you were going to fight to lower prices, and in turn, you've done just the opposite. Everything you've done is the opposite of what you told us you would do. Complete opposite. You can see from the photo that I've attached that the cash price is $3.89 and credit.
California, you guys are winning. 90 cents per gallon tax starting Monday. If you got a 20-gallon tank, that's almost $20 just in taxes. No gas, $20. I guess you guys really do like that being taxed to death quote that's out there, because you guys keep voting for Democrats, keep putting Newsom back in power, and he keeps doing that to you guys. Of course, we don't want him to be the one that runs the country. He's destroyed California. We would rather he stay there and keep screwing y'all, because we don't want to get screwed that way. And then he wants to charge you 30 cents per mile. On top of the 90 cents tax, 30 cents per mile because, too many of you bought electric cars and now you guys are not pumping gas. He just makes stuff up. And then you guys vote for it. And you guys...
Welcome back. Now, if you're traveling this holiday week, expect to see higher gas prices. California is rolling out new regulatory changes. The state already has the highest average price in the country at $4.59 a gallon, according to AAA. Starting Tuesday, the gas tax will increase by 2 cents, going from about 59 cents to 61 cents per gallon. The funds support road projects like Sacramento's Fix 50. A state program called the Low Carbon Fuel Standard plays a role in all of this, too. It rewards companies for using cleaner fuels. The Office of Administrative Law recently approved new regulations, with some going into effect also on Tuesday.
It is essentially impossible to, very precisely predict what the LCFS credit price is going to be. It's traded on a market like a stock, right? And there's no model that lets you very precisely and accurately predict what a stock price is going to be in the future. The similar thing applies in the LCFS credit market.
Experts predict it could raise gas prices about 8 cents per gallon, but the exact impact is still unknown. The increase in gas costs comes as AAA predicts a busy week of holiday travel. More than 61 million people will be driving and over 5 million people flying to their destination for the upcoming holiday, according to AAA. July 3rd is expected to be the busiest day for travel, We talked to some people about how they're being impacted by the growing gas prices.
I'm old enough to remember when gas was like 20 cents a gallon, so it really was never a budget item, gas, when I was younger. And now it is a budget gas. You know, you have to have the money to be able to do it. And it's a lot. And you know, they say sometimes California's a lot, but I love living in California. And so that's part of what happens.
It's not the best thing that's happening right now, but also I'm the kind of guy that I look past it and I just move forward to whatever we got to do. We got to take care of the family. We got to make it happen. And I need gas. I get gas. That's just the way it goes.
LA recommends getting routine vehicle maintenance ahead of your trip and packing an emergency kit. And if you're booking a last-minute flight, they say consider flying on weekends, like Tuesday, or rather consider not flying on weekends, but on weekdays, like Tuesday or Wednesdays for the best deal.
Back to Find the Dot. Today we are looking at an issue that touches every American household. The rising price of fuel and gas across the country. Families are paying more at the pump and struggle to keep up with everyday costs, and yet, despite inflation and high costs expensive during Donald Trump's first tenure, Maga supporters remain firmly loyal, voting for him once again. Let's dig deep into this.
Look at the price of gas now! It's $7.55 a gallon! Hey Putin, we're sending you a bill!
Gas prices already the highest in U.S. history. The national average, $4.23 a gallon tonight. That's up 59 cents in a week. So where is this all going? And tonight, the warning from President Biden to American energy companies about not taking advantage of American families at the pump. Here's our chief business and economics correspondent, Rebecca Jarvis, tonight.
Tonight, the pain at the pump being felt by Americans across the country.
How does it feel to have 4 gallons after 20 bucks?
Doesn't feel good. That used to be a half a tank.
The average price of gas now a record $4.23 a gallon. When you add it all up, Americans are spending $250 million more every day on gas than we were a month ago. In California, drivers seeing prices that start with 6s and even 7s.
$60 to fill up my tank. Used to be 40.
Some gas stations barely keeping up with the hikes. In New Jersey, the average price up 52 cents since last week.
What was it like to just fill up right now?
It was crazy. It's absolutely astronomical. It's painful at the pump. It really is. Especially when you drive a big truck and it's 20 gallons, it's $100 every week. It's $500 a month.
Today, the president, aware of critics who say the U.S. should produce more oil and gas domestically, urging energy giants to start drilling with the permits they already have. And he warned them not to take advantage of the moment.
Russia's aggression is costing us all, and it's no time for profiteering or price gouging. I want to be clear about what we'll not tolerate.
Still, experts predict even higher prices ahead.
The national average is definitely got the potential to go up another 25, maybe even 50 cents a gallon if things continue to escalate.
And David, the latest Quinnipiac poll showing 71% of Americans support banning Russian oil, even if it means higher prices here at the pump. It's something I heard from drivers today who acknowledged they are already stretched thin and hoping for some relief soon. David?
Rebecca Jarvis on gas prices tonight. Thank you, Rebecca.
Welcome back. All right, starting tomorrow, gas taxes go up.
That's right. Brooke is live in West LA to tell us how much, and basically we have no choice. Hi, Brooke.
Right, exactly. And, you know, how do you feel about it once you find out what it's for? Gas prices, we do know this, are expected to go up tomorrow about 2 cents a gallon here in California. A lot going on. This increase in particular is part of the state's yearly excise tax adjustment, which helps pay for road and highway repairs. Experts estimate this will cost the average household about $16 more each year. Drivers may soon see another 13 to 14 cent a gallon increase to pay for an incentive given to fuel providers to lower carbon content in their gas. Now, we talked to some drivers about what they think.
Particularly with what's going on in the Middle East, gas, I guess, is going to be one of the worst things of it.
trickles down to everything.
It really seems unfair that something that is kind of like our lifeblood is being taken advantage of.
Overall, total gas taxes, I should say, now add up to more than $600 a year. Silver lining in all of this, according to AAA, gas prices overall are down 20 cents a gallon this year than they were this time last year, if that counts or anything. Back to you.
All right, Brooke, thank you.
Come on, New York State, get your shit together. Why the fuck's gas so expensive? I'll show you what I'm paying here if people don't believe me. You see that? $3.05. $3.05 for gas. Why are we still paying $3.05 for gas? It should be like $1.99 a gallon. At $3.05, I think it's something to do with the New York State gas taxes, or it's probably Hochul's fault, but whatever it is, the price is way too freaking expensive. Nobody should have to pay over $3 a gallon for gas. They're claiming now that the eggs have dropped too, but I'm going to have to get to the store and see if that's true or not, because last time I was to buy eggs, I think it cost me like $4 a dozen. Hopefully things are turning around. Hopefully things are going to get cheaper soon, but I'm still not happy with these fucking gas prices. And I think New York State has a lot to do with it. Mainly our governor, rip off taxes. It's pathetic. Come on, New York State, get your shit together. Why the fuck's gas so expensive? I'll show you what I'm paying here if people don't believe me. You see that? $3.05. $3.05 for gas. Why are we still paying $3.05 for gas? It should be like $1.99 a gallon. At $3.05, I think it's something to do with the New York State gas taxes, or it's probably Hochul's fault, but whatever it is, the price is way too freaking expensive. Nobody should have to pay over $3 a gallon for gas. They're claiming now that the eggs have dropped too, but I'm going to have to get to the store and see if that's true or not, because last time I was to buy eggs, I think it cost me like $4 a dozen. Hopefully things are turning around. Hopefully things are going to get cheaper soon, but I'm still not happy with these fucking gas prices. And I think New York State has a lot to do with it. Mainly our governor, rip off taxes. It's pathetic.
All right, California, brace yourself. Starting July 1st, our gas prices are going up again, and guess who's behind it? Yep, fucking Gavin Newsom. As you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Mr. Newsom, but we're getting hit with not one, but two price hikes. Firstly, the state's excise tax is going up again. That's 61 cents a gallon just in tax, but wait, it gets worse. At that same time, Newsom's letting something called the Low Carbon Fuel Standard kick in even harder, and that's another cost, adding up to another 65 cents more a gallon. Now, that means by July 1st, we could be paying over $6, maybe $7 a gallon just to either get to work or go anywhere. Meanwhile, Newsom's up here in Sacramento bragging about climate goals, while every Californian's getting crushed. Working families, small businesses, they don't matter to him. And when Republicans tried to stop this low new fuel cost, Democrats shut it down. CARB, the board that Newsom backs, literally said they don't consider consumer gas prices when making these decisions. It's flipping insane. That is what horrible leadership looks like, and Gavin Newsom is out of touch, and we're the ones footing the bill. Share this, let everybody know, comment your current gas price, and let's make sure people know this is Newsom's gas hike. And if you want one of these lovely trendy caps, they're available in my bio.
We have seen the rising cost of fuel and gas is not just about number on a receipt. It's about how Americans live, work, and provide for their family. Inflation has weighed heavily on every citizen, shaping conversation at kitchen table, working place, and community across the nation. Yet, even with the moment of high costs and financial constraint, many Maga supporters still remain strong, loyal to Donald Trump. For them, this choice goes beyond economics. It's about identity, values, and belief in leadership that they feel responsible for the vision of America. This loyalty shows how powerful political movements can be, even in the face of practical challenge like fuel and living costs. What this tells us is that America is at a crossroad. People are frustrated by high fuel prices. They are searching for relief, but they are also deeply divided about where solutions should come from. Some are looking back at the past with hope, while others are demanding new answers for the future. As viewers, it is important for us to keep asking questions. How will America address rising fuel and energy costs? What policies will truly bring relief to working families? And how do loyalty and politics shape the choice we made, even when our wallet feels the strain? At the end of the day, the story isn't just about Trump, Maga, or fuel price. It's about the Americans, people, and the challenges we are facing every day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share this documentary, and leave your thoughts in the comment section. Your voice matters. Your perspective can help us all understand this issue. Until next time, this is Find the Dots.